Donnie's feeling like a cowboy. We're out here at the mobile home.
Now, I'm gonna give you a little backstory. Back when this was a convenience store, there was another building that sit right here that was a liquor store. Now, they run power from the power box over there, all the way through the ground, all the way over to here, through these wires. You can see that's a big old piece of copper wire there.
So we think that this wire is disconnected on the other side.
We disconnected it last week.
Donnie thinks he knows that it's definitely disconnected. We're pretty sure it's disconnected.
It's
now,
fixing to be.
it was just laying in the yard, you know, so it probably wasn't connected to anything.
Oh, it was connected. We took the breakers off.
Are you sure it's not connected to that power line right over there?
I'm positive. Even if it is, it's cut off the top of it.
Here's the deal. We'll pull it out about 5 feet and then stop. And then let's look, make sure everything's cool.
Okay.
And then you can haul ass if you want.
Okay.
I just want to make sure we don't rip the power box off the house over there because the stuff's hooked up somewhere we don't think it is. Now you came loose. Wrap it around your hitch and then put it under your tailgate and then close the tailgate on top of it.
Yeah.
That way, if it pulls loose, it'll just break your tailgate up. We were never into Boy Scouts, people. We don't know how to tie a good knot.
Okay, let's try that.
Not so sure that's gonna work. Okay, you got it. This is incredible. Go ahead, Donnie.
What?
Go ahead, keep going. This is the type of crap that he gets me into. Can you believe it? Look at this. This is crazy. Who would even invent something like this? Okay, whoa. Well, that's that. So I was watching the power box over there to make sure something didn't fly loose. Look at this crap. Buddy, wow. That's 150 feet. What do you think, Donnie? 150 feet?
I think about 200 pounds worth of copper wire here. You see how big that copper wire is?
Yeah.
At $3 a pound scrap. You guys figure it out.
You think it's really 200 pounds?
Yeah. Start dragging on the
Well, I would, but I'm holding the camera.
Yeah, it's gonna.
I like cleaning up, but I got the camera here.
That's $3.
Oh, is that just laying out here? If you think about a spool of wire that gauge, that is some weight. I don't know about 200 pounds. Well, I'm kind of glad to get that out of the yard because I didn't really know exactly what it was hooked to. And it's deteriorated.
And some dummy, you put your shit out there.
Yeah, and then try to use it.
Try to use it.
Show them a little close up. You got to rest anyway.
It ain't hurt.
It's still fine. Okay, show us that label there.
The one on here?
No. Right here.
600 volt. 04 it looks like.
2004 they put it in.
4-aught.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
I think so, yeah. Well, we'll have an electrician watching who'll know exactly what it is.
The that trailer is 70 feet and another 80 over there.
Yeah, it runs from this end of the trailer.
So 70 and 80 is what? Let's call it 150 times 3.
The power box is like right here. And it, of course, you know, runs out of the box. So you're basically coming from this end, 70 feet. And then, yeah, it's about another 80 feet.
80 feet.
Yeah, it's about 150 feet.
Times 3.
450 feet of copper wire. That's pretty thick. 4-aught, Donnie thinks. I think you're right, yeah.
It's as big as a pencil.
Yeah.
It's as big as a number 2 pencil, maybe a little bigger.
Hey, wait a minute. The ground doesn't have to be as big. Let's look at this one.
All of them's the exact same, I think.
Okay, sunlight resistant, blah, 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 blah. So that, what's all?
04 still again.
Rutherford Hunter, 04. So yeah, all of this that looks messed up is actually just the sheathing, like the plastic, you know.
It's a lot of wire.
Pretty cool. Well, now we get to get it on the truck.
Yeah. Ron,
Yep.
this is a scrap pile we pulled out of that trailer.
So we got them back to the building, and this is where they've been sitting.
That's all the, this and that stuff there.
Wasn't that the sign out front?
No, that was all them extra plugs they had along that back wall.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
But
It's all copper. I mean, that's good stuff.
that's
How much is that worth, you think, if you just scrapped it?
it's probably $3 a pound anyway. And there's a couple $100 there.
Mm-hmm.
That's if it didn't have the sheathing on it. So with that sheathing on it, it brings it down, but still
Maybe a couple $100 out of all of it.
a couple $100. But we'll use it on another project somewhere.
Let's go show them where we keep all of our scrap at.
Okay.
Donnie, where are we? I'm lost.
We're in the wire.
He brings me all the way in here and then turns the flashlight on. I can't see nothing. I don't even know where we went.
We're in the wire graveyard.
Okay.
That's where all the wire goes to rest.
Okay.
That's where we're putting our wire. Everybody was asking what we was doing with it.
Right out of the yard.
Right out of the yard.
Think about it.
Wire graveyard.
Some fool. That's right. A fool left it all laying out in the yard. All you had to do was hook it to your truck and drive off with it.
Yep, that's for sure. So we got it up. We got it.
That's not the wire, Donnie.
But that's where it's going, Ronnie.
Okay, that makes sense.
That is where it's going. It's going to the wire graveyard. Saved for future product.
I remember that wire there. We pulled that out of a building. Put your hand down there so they see how big it is. And Donnie has huge hands. Look at that. Boy, that's some thick wire.
Yep.
So it's going to live in for the rest of its short life in here. Now, I think, though, that we're going to use it, right? I mean, why would you put it in here?
We're going to use it.
What's that behind you there?
That's a McDonald's door. I mean a Burger King door.
A door from a Burger King. Hey, You remember that story last year? Somebody broke into a Burger King and ripped the whole doors off and then drove off and nobody knows what happened to the door.
That wasn't me.
Oh, man. All right, so we've got a little storage area here in one of our buildings that we're using for storage that we're going to put the wire in until we can use it. There's no sense letting it lay out in the yard.
And letting somebody steal it. So
Or, you know what I was much more concerned about?
What?
Letting somebody hook it back up.
Yeah.
Somebody might plug it back up and then not know what's going on. Abandoned wire, I'm not cool with. Let's get that out of there so we can use it somewhere where we know what's going on, what it's run to. The hell with having it buried out in the yard.
Well, that's where it all goes. We keep it right here till we need it on the next one.
Sounds good to me.
Y'all, if you like what you see,
If you like our amazing
give us a
trip.
thumbs up.
Oh, look, he's trying to do the ghost stories.
Give us a thumbs up for filming.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Give us a thumbs up for filming it. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Ooh.